Bunnycast number 29. Xepharon is Christian Slater. Recorded on March 26, 2010.
Otacon, come in.
This is Domino's Pizza. May I take your order, please?
Otacon? That is you, right?
No, this is Domino's Pizza. May I take your order, please?
Well, I guess while I have you on the line, yeah, let me get a large 16-inch pepperoni and sausage. Hey, Bill, what do you want on yours? Did you catch that?
Could you say that again, please, sir?
Extra cheese. Extra cheese!
All right, yeah. Anchovies on a 16-inch, extra cheese. Can I get the half and half? I don't like anchovies.
Okay, sir.
And sausage. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
do you want to take anything else, sir?
Do you take Visa?
Yes, sir. We do take Visa.
All right.
Where may we order it to, sir?
Oh, crap. Just send it to Mackinac Island, next to the big box.
Okay, sir.
We'll pay good.
Your order shall be there in about half an hour. Thank you for ordering Domino's Pizza.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Damn it, where the hell is Otacon?
Sometimes the dreams come back and seem so real to me. The sky turns so cold and black. I'm scared of what I see, but I'm not afraid no more. You vanquished my fears. You gave me a reason to laugh and stole all my tears.
All right, welcome to yet another Bunnycast, episode number 29. Well, let's just go through who's here. We have me, your hostess, Dame Helen, a.k.a. the Snappy Dresser. We have the Right Reverend Lord Sir KillerFish of the Keenfans, a.k.a. the Extroverted Introvert. We also have Sir Xepharon the Prepared coming in at the break. Never piss off the guy with weapons.
Damn it, Otacon.
We're surprisingly early for the break, but that's okay because Squatto in here.
Squatto!
Squatto, come in, Squatto. Are you there? Damn it, I'm getting Domino's Pizza again. Who pre-programmed this thing?
Okay, so let's go ahead and herd ourselves right into this.
And hurt ourselves.
Yes.
Wait, that's not Domino's. That's Pizza Hut.
Snake, I think your codec has been incorrectly programmed. Let me just take a look at that for you.
This isn't my codec. This is my cell phone.
Okay, so for forum news, as has probably been noted on both the Legacy forums and on the current 910 CMX forums, the announcement that it's time to be getting ready for BunnyCon has been put out there. And I just wanted to remind everybody that to, quote, register, close quote, for this year's BunnyCon, you will have to go through the Facebook page. Unless we see your RSVP on the BunnyCon 2010 event page on Facebook, we can't really consider you to be there. Now, as of yet, this is not going to be a huge deal. We're not really planning any event that requires a certain number of people to be here at certain times, but we do need you to remember to come on in to Facebook so that you will be able to be counted, if you will.
Yes. Yes.
On a related note, for those who don't like Facebook, this is just for this year's registration. This is just because I was having a hard time getting any sort of registration system in place, and so this is kind of it since it's getting close to time.
Yeah. Talking of getting close to time, it's looking like, unless I find a job within the next month or so, I might not be able to make it for BunnyCon this year, which is a shame, because I couldn't make it last year either. And I don't like missing it, and I really do want to come along, but unfortunately, current political, socio-economical climate, I just can't afford to do it at the moment. However, I'm pretty sure that there is something we can be doing at the Bunnycon, which can get me involved with people who are over there. So don't think just because I'm not there that I can't influence you and make you do things like puppets on a string. You'll see. Okay, you can talk now.
Okay. I just wanted to continue to emphasize that it's time to start getting ready. In fact, everybody should have had this on their mind since BunnyCon 2009. Really. Now we've already got a confirmed turnout that's going to be higher than last year by 300%. Yes. Which, considering that aside from me as the event organizer, we had one bunny show up, that means we've got 3 people confirmed.
Nice.
So, yeah, if you're not on Facebook, and the only reason you would have for going on Facebook is just to register for BunnyCon, I don't care. Go ahead and I really don't care if that's all you do there. You don't have to follow anybody. You don't have to make any friends. You don't have to participate in any of the games, any of the groups, or anything else like that. Just register so that we can see that you're going to be at BunnyCon. Please, we just want to know how many people we're going to see there.
Yeah, but shame ordering food for 15 people and only 3 people turn up.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So, we are working on some systems that would be put in place for making it so that people could actually say who's going to be here on what days, what kind of events they'd like to participate in. And for those of you who are interested in coming to BunnyCon but won't be able to attend Comic-Con itself because, again, registration is full for both purchase tickets and volunteers, then we're gonna work on developing a track, if you will, for people who can't make it into Comic-Con itself.
Sorry, I've just got a phone ringing in the background. Might be important. Can we put it on pause for a second or two?
Okay.
Sorry, my...
Okay, so we are... let's hang on. Let me retake this. Oh, boy, I'm scattered today. Yeah, back in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's move on to podcast news. Damn it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's move on to comic news. We've got the end of the Great Swede Kia race.
Woo! It was truly an epic for the ages.
I was all for the pillow fight.
Yes.
Because pillow fights are awesome.
Well, I would have been more for the pillow fight if
They were V5.
Yeah, well, Noah gets a pass, but Elliot really should have been...
Noah could probably settle for V3. Or 1.
Yes.
I mean, he's more androgynous than Ted. Anyway.
Hooray for Bishonen characters.
Is that how that's pronounced?
Long-haired Bishonens.
Bishi, actually. Bishonen.
I don't care. I shall pronounce it however I
Bishonen! I was waiting for the fangirl squee!
Not from me. I don't squee. Yeah, don't.
Usually Squatto's good for that, but he's not here.
Oh, Troy does an excellent...
He's Troy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The hyper blue kitty. Yes. So the Swedekia TV stand race was outstanding.
Actually, I think it's supposed to be pronounced Swede Kia.
Swede Kia. I wonder, how would you pronounce it? Swede Kia, Swedekia, Swedekia. Sedan.
Boy, I spent too much time at the gym. I'm really sweatikia.
Sounds like one of those Chinese cars.
Enjoy the smoothness of a ride in the new Switikia Over-Road Slimline something or other. With new high technology. the new Switikia GXR 2000. Enjoy over-the-road performance like you've never seen before. High technology flashlight headlight beams that turn when you turn. Seats that are air ride smooth. And watch out, dear. This emits a high-pitched frequency that will scare the hell out of you and make you run away. So your car will stay shiny and new year-round. It'll even wash itself. Out of its own wallet.
With pigeon-repelling paintwork. And magnets which attract chicks.
I need one of those.
Let's move on. Let's move on to miscellaneous news. Here in the U.S., we have the loveliness that is the passage of the healthcare reform legislation. It is now law, and I happened to be watching the closing remarks for the debate a few nights ago, whenever it was, and all I've got to say is, when I was watching Nancy Pelosi talk, our esteemed Speaker of the House, I believe is what her title is. No, it's whatever it is. And she's like the third in charge of the country. It's President Obama, Vice President idiot who can't keep his mouth shut, and Nancy Pelosi. So
it says something about the American people if they vote in a vice president with a name idiot who can't keep his mouth shut.
Yes, it does. Oh. It does. It says quite a bit. Well, okay, so I was watching Nancy Pelosi, and my one thought that just kept running through my head was, fuck the health care bill. Who the hell voted this woman into office? And I was debating with my mom, and she's on the opposite end of the political spectrum as myself. But we still have civil conversations, which is surprising. But she reminded me something that I had forgotten, that Pelosi is from San Francisco. And
hey, is it just me, or does Nancy Pelosi remind me of Skeletor when she grins from He-Man? Doesn't she?
Yeah.
Well, compare the faces. In fact, I think I saw it online somewhere. I have to show it to you later.
No, you're right.
She does.
She absolutely does. So anyways,
I will have my evil plan. I don't even know if that's the right voice. I was like 5 years old when I saw He-Man last, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. So, anyways, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, boy, this is like the worst, absolutely moronic drivel I think I've ever heard. This woman has absolutely no freaking clue what she's talking about. She's going on about creating more jobs. This healthcare plan magically creating more jobs than, unless I misheard her, actually there are people that exist in the United States. I mean, she actually quoted some ridiculously, astronomically high figure of how many jobs would be created. It's like, we don't have that many people in the United States. I don't think that many people live in North America.
So
that's billions of jobs.
So you're saying a politician has misrepresented numbers, and they now have proof of it?
I fail to believe you. You're lying. KillerFish. Quit lying to me.
I don't know. I do tend to tell the truth an awful lot.
It'll break everything I know about the American Congress, the congressional system.
Never watch C-SPAN.
I prefer the what is it? The Today Show with I cannot think of his name. He's on Comedy Central. You know what I'm talking about?
That could be anybody.
Are you talking about the Daily Show?
Daily Show, yes. Thank you.
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart, yes. I've got a book by him that's it's absolutely hysterical, but it makes so much sense. It talks about the political American government and how it works and all this other fun stuff. And I'm like, wow, I'm actually able to keep interest in this. It's not like my U.S. government class where my teacher talked like Ben Stein. It's no wonder I fell asleep.
Okay, so all I have to say about the healthcare thing is this bill is so monstrously fucked up. I mean, seriously, this is so badly written. I will be surprised if it lasts 10 seconds after Obama's out of office.
Well, on the plus side, on the downside, I think from what I understand, I didn't watch the thing. I really don't know too much about it, but from my understanding, everyone is required to get healthcare insurance now or something like that. But at least on the upside, you cannot be denied it anymore.
True. And if they had if they had stopped at not being, if they had stopped at requiring insurance companies to take, actual customers who are willing to pay money, then I would have been cool with that. Because one of the biggest frustrations my wife and I have is she's got epilepsy, and because that's a, quote, pre-existing condition, we can't get coverage for her unless it's through me. Very frustrating.
Money? We live in the Star Trek universe. Money is obsolete. We can manufacture our own goods and insurance coverage.
Unfortunately, I think that model of that model
politics
of living wouldn't work. The Star Trek model of using replicators to make everything you want wouldn't work in a long term.
It's even better than Geico. It's so easy, your common Earthman can do it.
Yeah. Go on, KillerFish. Explain.
So easy, a Klingon could do it. I'm sorry, go.
The reason why I don't think it would work is because there will always be a market for handcrafted goods, or
like
stuff
guns.
Which is, yes, or perhaps properly grown crops. Even if you had this amazing technology which would create food out of energy, you'd always have those die-hard fans who'd want to have properly macrobiotically grown food like rice.
And you're right. And you're right. They will die hard.
And die hard with
Die harder.
macrobiotic food. But,
Starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Eric Bowen.
I have no idea what you two are riffing on right now.
Team America,
sorry.
World Police. You should watch it. It's very not for kids. Very not for kids. Oh, God, it's not for kids. Not even for adults.
It's on my Netflix list. I'll be watching it at some point or another.
But anyway, the point I was trying to make is there will always be people who want handcrafted goods, and how are you going to, and the things you replicate, how are you going to get the parts in the first place? You need someone to mine. The whole system wouldn't work even if you could produce food and clothes and stuff out of nothing.
So that means that poor, starving artists like me will always be poor and starving, but we'll still have some source of small income. Hooray!
Yes.
So,
Not so much starving, but always poor.
well, I'm actually gonna debate you on this because I disagree.
Okay.
We here, I don't know how it is in the UK, but here in the United States, we live in a mass-produced culture. Pretty much everything that is in my wife's and my house is produced by some large corporation in massive quantities for consumption by a large number of people. However, we also recognize quality items when we see it. There's a book. It's made explicitly in limited runs. They do occasionally reprint it, but it's one of those that you just can't get normally. I actually have it on my shelf. I'm not going to worry about the title right now because most people aren't interested in it. And
would that be that book that was pulled off of the online literature thing a while back?
We're talking about 1984.
Yeah.
Would it be the book which is cunningly disguising a hidden switch which leads to your secret cave where you fight crime?
Yes, that's the one.
Right. Yeah, I should have told you. I found that out when I was around your house a couple of years back.
I've got 3 copies.
Sorry,
of
I
that.
messed all your stuff up as well.
I've got 3 copies of that.
That's why that was that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what your system was, so I just kind of put things down wherever I vaguely remember finding them.
In any case,
I think it's where I left my towel.
Well, I always know where my towel is. Do you know where your
I've
towel
got
is?
several. I have several.
Okay, so anyways, there's that one book that I keep on my shelf that is not in the same kind of mass-produced run. So in any case, the point I'm trying to get at is there's always going to be a market or even, just a use for non-customized, non-specified, non-handmade, so on and so forth, items. But on the same token, there's also always going to be people who will want something that, is nicely crafted, craftsman made, where like wood is hand planed or a particular computer is built component by component to match exactly what your needs are. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. I hear ringing in the background.
Yeah,
Is that your handcraft self?
No, it's my
handcraft out of a tree you cut down.
No, it's my buddy's handcrafted cell phone. Handcrafted, hand cut out of a rock somewhere, melted down.
You make the joke, but somebody is selling a cell phone cover for the iPhone that looks like a rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It only looks like,
you know what? It's like my father says. It's like my father says. If you can hammer a piece of asphalt and a piece of wood together in such a way that no one's ever seen before, someone's going to buy it.
True. Okay. So, we really got off topic.
Off topic. See what I started?
That's okay. Okay, let's talk about the South Korean ship sinking.
Yes.
Zeph, take it away.
Yeah, let me pull that up here. Apparently at, I believe, 9:45 this morning, Eastern time, our time, my time anyway, South Korea, let's see, I'm actually just going to read this directly from the site here. You can stop me whenever. Like, not now. I know you're thinking it. All right, stop, you're good. No, I didn't do anything. I think it's pronounced Seoul, I don't remember, Seoul, South Korea. South Korea's military scrambled naval vessels to the western waters near the disputed maritime border with rival North Korea late Friday after an explosion ripped a hole in the bottom of a military ship, officials and news reports said. The ship, on a routine patrolling mission with 104 crew members on board, began sinking off the coast of South Korean-controlled, I'm going to butcher this, Bangyong Island, close to North Korea, around 9:45 their time, 9:45 a.m. or p.m. their time, a.m. our time. An official at the joint, not important. South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported an explosion in the rear of the 1,200-ton ship and said the military had not ruled out the possibility of an attack by North Korea. However, the military official said that the exact cause was not immediately clear, and he said he could not confirm the report. A rescue mission was underway, and the military moved to strengthen its vigilance near the maritime border, the site of 3 bloody naval clashes in the past between warring Koreas. The divided peninsula remains in a state of war because of the 3-year-old Korean conflict ended in a truce, not in a peace treaty, in 1953. Let me see if there's anything else relevant. Earlier Friday, North Korea's military threatened unpredictable strikes, including nuclear attack, in anger over a report that South Korea and the U.S. were preparing for possible instability in the totalitarian country. That's a hard word. After the ship began sinking, They basically convened on an emergency meeting of security-related ministers, and they're not clear whether North Korea was involved or not. So they got a bunch of people over there to send a rescue, and there's really no immediate confirmation of any casualties yet. And let's see. Yeah, the military report earlier, though, that a South Korean ship did fire shots toward an unidentified target in the direction of North Korea. The military official confirmed that shots were fired, but said the object detected by radar may have been a flock of birds.
Nice.
Military intelligence, you slay me.
I love that oxymoron. Military intelligence. It's about as oxymoronic as Microsoft Works.
Zing.
Or at least just moronic.
Or moronic.
Yeah, your mom's moronic.
Okay, yeah. When we hit that wall, okay, we've officially beat the story into the ground. I will say I do see an update here. Military officials say South Korean Navy ship, blah, blah, blah. The cause of the sinking was not immediately clear. So
That's helpful.
Yes, they're still looking into
That's hard-hitting news right there.
it.
Something happened. We don't know what caused it.
Something happened somewhere, sometime, possibly soon.
It's like how Colin Powell every now and then steps out of the White House a couple of years ago would be like, we don't know where, we don't know when, but something terrible is going to happen.
Productive.
Here it is.
Okay, KillerFish.
Yes. Talking of one sinking, let's go on to another one. However, this one
Our
took place
topic?
in 1545. The Mary Rose, our British listeners, you know what ship this is. This is a ship which sank in 1545 by a lot of... I'm not actually quite sure why it sank, but it's a famous ship which sank, and they've decided to bring it up out of the place where it was sunk. That's very helpful saying. They took it out and they're restoring it, and they're going to put it in a museum in 2012.
That's going to be a really big museum. I want to go.
Yes, it is. What they've been doing for the past 5 or 6 years, maybe, they've been spraying. Well, they've been spraying it with preservative, because it's basically a wooden hulk of ship. Basically, they need to spray it with a preservative for so long
Great.
before they can actually let people see it.
Great. They put enough preservatives in our food. They're putting preservatives in history now.
Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that they're actually found a skeleton of a dog on the Mary Rose, which is currently going on display at Portsmouth Museum. So it's actually...
This dog was found petrified circa 1955
it's actually,
in a wooden ship.
It was actually 465 years ago.
I mean, 1545. 1545, yes. This dog was found petrified in a wooden ship, an actual wooden ship in 1545.
My God, their technology was greater than we thought possible. They had a dog named Hatch.
Although we found this dog, the diary did explain that the dog's name was Hatch, but we have, for the sake of this video, have renamed the dog Bill.
His
Bill led a
see his hidden to preserve his identity.
Bill led a productive life. And yeah. Continue.
Yeah, I was actually waiting to see how far you could take that.
I could take it a lot farther, but I won't.
Okay.
Basically, the reason this dog was on the ship is because they couldn't allow cats on board ships because it was unlucky. So basically, they had this dog on board the ship to chase rats.
So that's where they got rabies.
Yeah. That's what his productive life was. He was a ratter. So, basically, yeah, there's a dog skeleton in the museum at Portsmouth.
Isn't that, like, unsanitary?
I'm sure they've cleaned it, Zev. I'm sure they didn't.
Oh, yeah,
just
they
take
probably
his
put-
skeleton and just dumped it in a museum.
That's what I'd have done. But yeah, they probably just put preservatives in that too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to. Well, first up, okay.
Can we take a short break so I can get myself a cup of tea? You know I need my cup of tea.
All right. Well, we're having a short episode today. It seems like. Go ahead and take your cup of tea.
Cup of tea.